So we have four groups or classes of people. The righteous dead, they're going to be raised in a moment as Jesus is coming in and given immortality. The righteous living, they're changed and given immortality. The wicked living, they're destroyed by the glory of Christ's coming. The wicked dead, they're just going to stay dead at that point. They're not going to wake up for another 1,000 years. So did you just notice that the world would now be basically depopulated? God's people have gone up and met him in the clouds. Satan's side is dead. We'll get back to that. And you have a lake of fire for the beast and the false prophet. 2 Thessalonians, and then the lawless one will be revealed, whom the Lord will consume with the breath of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming. Again, that's the consuming fire of God's glory. Well, then you have the 1,000 years. The saints are going to live and reign with Christ for 1,000 years. And they lived and reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. Blessed is holy is he who has part in the first resurrection. Over such the second death has no power, but they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Where will they be reigning? Some people say the earth. I would differ. Why? Because right at the beginning of it, right over here, all these things line up. That first resurrection, the saints taken up into the air, they're taken to heaven at that point. What did Jesus have to say about it? Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. So Jesus promised he was going to come and get us and take us to his Father's house, which is in heaven. Oh, so he's going to take us there, and we're going to live and reign with him. And as we noticed a bit ago, it even said judge with him for 1,000 years. 1 Corinthians 6. What would there be to be judging? Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before unrighteous and not before the saints? Do you not know that the saints will judge the world? And if the world will be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Why in the world would you need the judge? Well, think about this for a moment. When we go to heaven, all God's records that he used for his judgment will be there. Whatever they are. Scrolls, I really seriously doubt. I think he's got something better than our best technology system. All right? You could probably have some kind of system where you could just go back and watch it all happen for yourself. I don't know. I just know God's got better technology than we do. We can't create a world in a moment, can we? So God's got better technology than we do. But here's the thing. If you're resurrected or you're changed in a moment and twinkling of an eye and you're on that cloud and you start looking around for a loved one and they're not there, you're going to ask, why? And here's the amazing thing. God opens up the records. He's already judged and decided who gets the reward of going with him to heaven and who doesn't. And God is making sure that all of our questions get answered. Some people say, well, it's 1,000 years, but could that be a symbolic day for a year? Well, if it was, it would be 360,000 years. I don't care. 1,000 years in heaven, 360,000 years in heaven. When we're done, we're going to find out he brings us back to this earth and recreates it. So, however, I'm guessing it's 1,000 years. Here's why. Methuselah lived 900 and some years, almost 1,000 years. And God says, okay, I'm going to take the longest lifespan and I'm going to give as many years for questions as there were to come up with questions. He's not hiding anything from us. That's the good news.